Of course, no audio. Welcome once again to another edition of Songs in the Night. So glad you're with me. I'm Michael Norman. So glad to be able to share this time with you. Unfortunately, at the very onset of today's streamcast, got to start with some somber news. Tito Jackson of the famed family Jackson 5 passed away at the age of 70. And so we start today's, or whenever you're watching, we started off with a bit of a somber note to remember the legacy that he is so much a part of. You know, everyone knows Michael, but Tito, along with Michael, Jermaine, and the rest of the Jackson family, has been an absolute, I would say, a foothold in Americana. There would be no such thing as American music without the Jackson 5. And of course, our thoughts and our prayers go out to, which seems like all of our mothers, Mother Catherine and the family of the Jacksons, as they once again grieve the loss of another family member, an icon. And so we remember him. And as I was thinking about him, I thought about the Jacksons, and, this little melody came. So just a tribute to the wonderful Jackson family, who's given us so much from one family. I don't think I can think of any one family who has contributed more to Americana than the Jackson 5, the Jackson family at large, the entire family. I mean, they've given so much, and I can only hope that they have received as much as they've given to us. I mean, how many of you have walked around one day with the white glove and the jacket, or dreamed that you would be dating Michael or Tito or Jermaine and any of the other Jackson 5? So again, they're a very significant part of Americana. And so again, we mourn the loss of Tito Jackson. And of course, we send out, of course, our prayers to the Jackson family as they once again endure another loss of the one, the only Tito Jackson. So again, our prayers are with you. And we are believing that, as we've always said, we continue to say, that earth has no sorrow that heaven cannot heal. So that's our prayer for you in this hour of bereavement. And of course, I guess if I mention that, I have to mention today a second attempt on the life of the former president, Donald Trump. I'm just saying. Second attempt. If at first you don't succeed, I guess, find some. Well, anyway, I'm going to leave that alone and get into the music tonight. I want to thank you guys for joining me. I see you, Team Scarborough. Welcome tonight. We got some more new music to share with you, and some familiar. Before we do, I do want to mention, I guess I get all the announcements out of the way. One of which, of course, I want you to make sure, if you've got relationship goals and you want to be married, used to be married, or never, or wish you'd never gotten married, this book is for you. This is a great resource for anyone with relationship goals, whether they're romantic or platonic. Go to Amazon.com and get your copy of 12 Things That Ruin Relationships, a guide to knowing when it's safe to love. One of my greatest writings. As a matter of fact, my first book, actually. And it's doing well, being well received. And I want you to get your copy as well. 12 Things That Ruin Relationship. That's almost essential to anyone and everyone who is in a relationship of any sort, whether it's romantic, platonic or otherwise. So make sure you get your copy of that. I think it'll be a great resource to you. I'm just getting some house cleaning out the way. We're going to get into the music and give everybody else a chance to come on in on this wonderful Monday evening. Also, I did speaking of Donald Trump, or the former president, if you've noticed this seeming relationship that he has with his constituents, which happens to be the church, a particular sect or section of the church, so much so they're so ironclad in their relationship and their commitment to Donald Trump. No matter what he does, no matter what he says, no matter who he does it to, they are still there. What is with that? Well, I did a video, a webinar actually about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and it was entitled Proceeding Word 2024. And we explore this relationship between Donald Trump and the evangelical church. Did you not know, now no shade, but did you not know, as far as Southern Baptist churches go, that they have a root that goes all the way back to the 1800s, and for 100 years they believed and taught and fought for slavery. And I'm just showing you the many links that resonates with the Southern Baptist evangelicals. Now, of course, to be fair, the Southern Baptists, about 100 years after 1847, I want to say, about 100 years or so afterwards, they finally recanted their teachings on slavery and white supremacy. However, you can change your doctrine, but it doesn't mean it changes the people. And as such, you've got somebody named like a Donald Trump who comes along and speaks their language. Get this webinar, get this video. It'll absolutely pull the curtain back and help you to see with clarity why is there such a ardent commitment between Donald Trump and the evangelical church. This will explain it all. Okay. And then, of course, I did another webinar called The Algorithm of Wealth. If you're into financial management and developing finance and how to attract money, how to have the spirit of increase, how to create generational wealth, this is absolutely invaluable to you. You've got to get your hands on this video. The Algorithm of Wealth. We're getting ready to do another installment, I believe, in the month of October. So be on the lookout for that as well. But this is a must. Sebastian U. Cadagai, along with Mark Skip Norman and myself, we've come together and shown you with practical. You don't have to be an economic scholar to understand how to attract money, how to develop the spirit of increase, because truth of the matter is prosperity doesn't start at your bank account. It starts in your mind. So you've got to get this. This is absolute worth every penny that you invest in yourself and that's what I want to do, to be able to provide that for you. And then I've got to tell you, my daughter, Unique, she's getting ready to do her first, and I hope of many webinars and gatherings on October 18th in the app called Clubhouse. If you don't have the app Clubhouse, you can download it to your iPhone or your Android and join her on the 18th of October at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. She's got her special guest, the wonderful, the incredible, anointed Sophia Ruffin Wilson. It's going to be an incredible time. Unique, along with Sophia, this is going to be one you don't want to miss. So make sure, and it's for all ages, but she's very drilled down on reaching our future generations. So make sure your sons, your grandsons, your nieces, and your nephews, make sure that you all join together on Clubhouse and 7 p.m. Friday, October the 18th. For more information, you can go to, let's see, what does it say? There's a link there, but you can't click on it. So what you need to do is just go to Clubhouse and look for Unique's house, UNIQUE, Norman. You look for her house and join on Clubhouse. RSVP and follow Unique's house on Clubhouse. Yeah, there it is. So make sure you do that. All right. Okay, let's get into the music. That's the purpose for which we've come here tonight. And I want to start off. This is the anthem. This is for me. You're not going to hear me play without playing this song because it's from the album Eternity. And incidentally, I've got a new rendition coming out very shortly, so I'm looking forward to your support. Okay, support the music I love to bring to you. All right, so that being said, let's get into the music. And by the way, as you're coming in, share with someone, bring them in too. Okay, bring them all. Let's all get into the music. All right, here we go. This is from the album Eternity. It's called Come With Me. Let's go. That's the song called Come With Me from the album Eternity. Again, listen, if you haven't gotten your copy, listen, it really helps when you support the music. So go to ReverbNation.com and get the original, because the remake, it's on the way. Okay, it's on the way. So you want to make sure you get the original so that you can appreciate the remake. All right? All righty. Thank you for joining us tonight, this morning, this afternoon, wherever you're watching, whenever you're watching in the entire world. Thank you for joining. I see you, EB. Blessings to you. Let me see. I don't have my glasses. Let's see. Let thy music be thy medicine. I like that. All righty. Well, I've got more medicine coming for you. This is another one. This is to how you can command your day. And the song says it's going to be, I got to set it up over here too. It's going to be, where did it go? None of this really starts happening until I say action. Okay, so this next song is Lovely Day. I think you'll find it familiar. Okay, let's check it out. Here we go. Lovely Day from the album Eternity. And guess what the name of the next album, the remake, is going to be? With a lot of these songs, I just kind of put a new twist on them. Guess what the new title is going to be? You got it. Return to Eternity. So be on the lookout. It's going to be a good one with a lot of remakes and a lot of new music too. So just be on the lookout for it. And again, thank you for the support and the love for the music and for the ministry. That's really why I do what I do. So as ministry, as EB said, it's medicine. So consider me Dr. Norman, okay? Your musical doctor to help you get through whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're going through. Maybe good times, maybe not so good times. In either case, music has the ability to bring you and pull you right on through. All right? So let the music play on. I got another one. Here it comes, called Give It Away. How about I start it? Give it away. Here we go. Songs in the night. Let's go. before I play this one, you have to, this is a word of faith to increase your faith. Some of you might be going through a bit of a valley experience right now, but remember, a valley is only a prophetic indication that a mountain is on the way. Valleys don't last always, so you've got to keep the faith. No matter what you're facing, keep the faith. That's the name of this song from the album Eternity, Keep the Faith, featuring yours truly.
One for the money, two for the show. What I'm about to tell you is go, son, go. A lot of people hating, a lot of folks mad when you stop believing for what you've never had. But you gotta keep on moving on. If you know in you there is no wrong. Faith is the substance of things you can't see. Even when they say only fools believe. Keep the faith, y'all. Just keep the faith, y'all. Well, the world spins around. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Come down. But you gotta keep the faith, y'all. Gotta keep the faith. Just keep the faith. I know that it's hard. Can't get much better. The world is a mouse, and you are the cheddar. Jeez, please, somebody help me spread the word to all humanity. Rich man, poor man, we all need love. So the Father sent the Son straight from above. His yoke is easy, burdens are light. For what you believe, be prepared to fight. You can't achieve what you can't believe. But you gotta keep the faith, y'all. Gotta keep the faith. Just keep the faith, y'all. Ooh, yeah. The world spins around. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Come down. Yes, it does. You gotta keep the faith, y'all. Gotta keep the faith. Just keep the faith, y'all. Ooh, yeah.
gotta keep the faith no matter what. So whatever you're facing, just keep the faith. Know that all things work together for good. Let's see here. Someone said head bobbing. I like that. All right. The music continues. I've got another one for you. This one is going to be called Contemplations. And this is actually a new one. I just started work on it. It's not completed. It's not completed work, but it is what I'm starting on. So tell me what you think, okay? Well, that about wraps it up. I pray you've enjoyed the music, and if you have, or if you did, would you do me a favor and just share that love with someone you know? If there's one thing we need more of in this world right now, is more love for one another. And doing so, I believe God would be greatly pleased with us. Again, I'm so glad and humbled that you joined me for this session of Songs in the Night. And I try to kind of, give you something that may be of great blessing to you. I know I enjoy bringing it to you, and I trust that you've enjoyed hearing it as well. Thank you for those kind comments. I didn't have my glasses on tonight, so I got to do a little squinching. Awesome interpretation. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Oops. I just lost my commentary. Where did they go? There they are. Thank you. Rovni. I believe that's pronounced Rovni. 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 Bless you, sir. Thank you for those kind words. And Odestera. I'm going to mess it up. Osteria. That's a unique name. Thank you, my dear. Thank you for tuning in. I pray again, that you've enjoyed as well. Thank you to, let's see, I see Chubster 1969. Bless you. Thank you for stopping through. And of course, E.B. Herman, bless you, sir, for those kind words. And Team Scarborough, love you guys. Okay. Oh, I will check you out. Ravni is an artist himself, so we'll check you out on Spotify as well. All right. And yeah, I'm excited. I'll check you out as soon as we sign off. So again, folks, I appreciate your support. Support the music, whether it's me or any other artist, because again, if you know anything about the whole artist thing when it comes to art, oftentimes they're greatly appreciated but underappreciated at the same time. So thank you so much for spending this time with me. Thank you for your support. That's why one of the reasons why we offer so many tools and resources for you, so it doesn't become, one of those beg fest. But I do appreciate you supporting whatever you give, whatever you do financially. It is absolutely 100% appreciated. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Listen, now on tomorrow, not tomorrow, but on Wednesday, I'll be right back here for Wednesday's Word. And that's when we kind of jump into theology, philosophy, etc., etc. For those who want to go a little deeper dive into the scriptures and philosophy and things of that nature. This is not your grandma's Bible study. I promise you that. It'll be thought-provoking and sometimes even controversial. But you'll have to tune in. Wednesdays, 7 p.m. right back here where you're watching me right now. Unless, of course, you're on the music channel on YouTube. But otherwise, I'll be right back here, 7 p.m. Wednesday night, and we'll look to see you Wednesday night, okay? Again, I'll be back on next Monday for Monday night as our session for Songs in the Night. Thank you again for sharing. Thank you for those kind words, and I appreciate every one of you. I really, really do. And I look forward to seeing you next time. I'll be right back here, and I look forward to you doing the same, joining me right here on Songs in the Night. Don't forget, again, to check out my book, 12 Things That Ruin Relationships, a guide to knowing when it's safe to love. And then, of course, my daughter, Unique, is doing her very first webinar on Clubhouse. You have to get the app, so download the app, Clubhouse, and join her in Unique's room, in Unique's house. Okay, they're on Clubhouse October 18th at 7 p.m. We'll tell you more about that. Then, of course, go to michaelnormanministries.com. This proceeding word, if you want to understand this link between Donald Trump and the religious right, you've got to get this. This is going to blow the covers off. I promise you that. You've not heard these things yet. Okay, so check it out at my website at michaelnormanministries.com. And of course, while you're there, also check out Algorithm of Wealth. We'll talk all things money, how to attract it, how to keep it, and how to walk in the spirit of increase and develop generational wealth. It's going to be a major for you. And I'm also people have been asking me about this, so I'm looking into giving piano lessons, but I can't do it on a full-time basis, so I'm going to have very limited space available. If you are interested in taking piano lessons from yours truly, I want to hear from you at mcnproductions@gmail.com. Write me there. Let me know that you're interested in piano lessons, and let me know your name, your state, not your state, but your stage of piano, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced. Let me know when you write me at mcnproductions at gmail.com. Okay, again, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time right back here on Songs in the Night. Blessings.